Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dakota Burford. I'm a marketing expert as well as a co-founder here at Lux Fani Marketing Solutions. Over the years, I've had the privilege of working with numerous Fortune 50 companies as well as world-leading entrepreneurs. Individuals like Rick Hendricks, who has a net worth of over $1 billion. Individuals like Ryan Blair, who currently owns a company that does over $65 million in revenue per month, and even numerous celebrities. Now, before we start today's presentation, I do want you to understand that this exact $100 million formula is exactly what we utilized here at Lux Fani to generate over $100 million in registered verified revenue for a select group of Lux Fani clients in 2017. So if you stick around to the end of today's workshop, you will have the proper tools, resources, and knowledge to increase your company's revenue by 2x, 3x, and possibly even 4x with complete predictability down to the dollar and the day. Now, before we jump into today's presentation, I do need your full attention. So please close out of any other distractions you may have open on your PC. Place your phones on silent. Grab a notebook and a pen because you're going to want to take notes here. Now, I'm going to be sharing with you the biggest mistakes most business owners are making when it comes to getting new qualified clients. Two, the two things 7- and 8-figure businesses have present in their companies that these strugglers and these 6-figure earners do not. And three, the $100 million formula and how you can take this information and implement it into your business today. Now, over the past 4 years, I've been committed to helping a small group of motivated business owners who are ruthlessly committed to two things. One, exploding their businesses and playing at an 8-figure level. And two, buying back their freedom by automating and systemizing their entire marketing and sales process. So, if you're a business owner and you're looking to have a predictable way to generate clients on demand and explode your business to an 8-figure level, then you're definitely in the right place and you are going to absolutely love what I'm about to share with you today. Now, the top 5 people who I typically do business with are 1, cosmetic surgeons, 2, automotive dealerships, marine dealerships, and motorcycle dealerships, 3, restaurants, 4, dentists and orthodontists, and 5, celebrities who are interested in a successful product launch. My main background comes from internet marketing. A lot of people already know my story, but I was with Tai Lopez for quite some time. He's one of the best internet marketers out there. I also ran all the marketing for Jordan Belfort. I ran all the marketing for a prop firm and an educational, trading educational company out in New York City that had over $100 million in assets under management. So when it comes to getting maximum exposure online and taking that exposure and actually monetizing on it for an individual company, somebody that's got an informational product, a book, etc., this is really what I specialize in. Now, one of our clients, Dr. Vanaski out in LA, you see, come to me with a real problem. And his real problem is his business had been stuck at about $270,000 to about $320,000 in revenue per month. However, he had been stuck there for about 3 years straight. Dr. Vanaski came aboard as a client, and we took his gross revenue to $640,000 to $660,000 within 14 months. Now, another one of our clients, Mr. Sai, he owns multiple automotive franchises out in New York. Within 18 months of working together, his Meineke Car Care Center was the highest gross in Meineke on the entire East Coast. And he had only opened his doors 24 months ago, and the guy had absolute no experience in the automotive world whatsoever. He had no background at all. Another one of our clients, Mr. Guillermo Beltran, this guy was absolutely struggling to keep his restaurant's door open 12 months ago. Now he's struggling to try to figure out where to open his third location because he's already got another one. Now, I'm not here to brag or boast or, toot my own horn, but I do want you to understand, what is all these people that have massive success, whether they're in a physical location or they're online. And the real key component is they understand that there is no sales without marketing and there's no marketing without sales. You need both components. But the main key component that all these people have is, of course, the $100 million formula, which you're going to get a complete breakdown of this formula today for completely free. Now, the best thing about this predictable formula is that 1, it targets qualified customers who are already looking for you. 2, it works on any marketing budget, no matter how big or how small. 3, it's based on something we like to call revenue-driven marketing. And 4, it's based on proven results. So let's jump straight into this and get into today's formula. But before we do, I do want to ask you a question. As a business owner, if you don't differentiate and you don't break through market clutter, plus capture imagination and attention, plus get your ideal customers motivated about your business, then how can you really expect to set yourself apart from the competition as a business owner? And the real answer is you can't. The reality is marketing in 2002 was very simple, but marketing in 2019 isn't as simple. Now, a wise man by the name of Charles Darwin once said, "It's not the most intellectual or the strongest of the species that survives, but the species that survives is the one that is able to adapt and adjust best to the changing environment in which it finds itself in." Now, you're probably wondering, one, why does adaptability matter? And two, why is Dakota quoting Charles Darwin? Well, the reason why I am is look around you. The world's changing faster than we've ever seen. Look at the way we buy things, look at the way we think about things, look at the way we share things. We are morphing into entirely different animals right in front of our own eyes. And I know for a fact that businesses are underestimating the scope of this extreme economy. Now, you might be thinking we're doing just fine, and you may be, but let's talk about opportunity cost. 90% of businesses are marketing like it's 2002, which gives you a very big advantage if you don't procrastinate and take action while others are procrastinating. Now, we have to understand as business owners, it's not what we like. It's about where our ideal customer's attention is, and if we don't happen to be there, our competitors will. Now, we have two choices here. We can adapt and let our competitors drown, or we can refuse to adapt and watch our competitors prevail as we drown. The choice is really ours. But we need to be realist here. This economy, it doesn't care about our family, it doesn't care about our kids, it doesn't care about our goals, it doesn't care about our problems nor our excuses. It cares about one thing, and that's, are we good? So, you may be asking, how are we good? How do we get good? The only way to really get good is to adapt now and dominate our marketplaces and quit competing within them. So how do we adapt, you might be asking? And the real way to adapt is by implementing the components I'm going to share with you today so you could take your business to the scope that it needs to be at, to where it can run and quit competing within today's marketplace and start dominating it. Now, the first component of this particular formula is, of course, email marketing. Now, one thing you have to understand is email marketing is literally king. No matter what we do as business owners, everything we do is about email marketing. So before you write this component off and say, oh, we've tried this doesn't work, it doesn't work because you didn't implement it correctly. I've been able to generate massive email lists from different businesses all online, and I practically have a printer on demand now to where any day of the week I could pull a $6,000 to $15,000 offer just off my email list. And when you have those email lists, if you drip content to that email list and keep up with that email list will remain loyal to you. So another aspect here, more than 3.7 billion people worldwide used email. So that's almost 54% of the entire world's population. Now, 92% of all adults in the U.S. use email, and these users are checking and sending emails on a day-to-day basis. Now, email marketing is still one of the most effective platforms when it comes to marketing your business. Once again, everything we do as business owners should simply revolve around collecting emails. Email marketing is the blood of your entire marketing machine. Now, you can also automate this entire email marketing process. For example, we worked with an up-and-coming clothing brand about a year ago, and what they were having trouble with was every time a customer would visit their site and spend time adding different items to their cart, for some reason unknown to us, they would leave without making a purchase. What I did is I stepped in and I set up an automation process that reminded them when they left without purchasing. Then it would provide them with a 10% off coupon if they acted within 60 minutes of opening that particular email, and our conversions increased by 17%. So it's definitely, there's multiple components here, and I'm not going to overwhelm you with too much information, but the one thing you need to understand is you can reach more customers with email marketing, but mobile marketing cannot be ignored. So everything you do as far as setting up your campaigns, retargeting campaigns, email marketing campaigns, custom drip campaigns, whatever that may be, everything needs to be optimized by mobile. Because on a daily basis, the numbers continue to climb as far as people using mobile when it comes to accessing social media or when it comes to looking at their email, whatever it may be. We're at over 4 billion to be exact. So think about it this way. How many times a day do we check our phone? for our emails or other messages. We do 24/7. I know I personally do, and a lot of people in my generation do as well. So every time a customer checks its phone, it provides us, the business owner, with an opportunity to reach out to that customer, to provide that customer with value, to engage with that customer, or to get that customer to go to a specific area to where we can help them solve their problems and in return provide them a solution for doing that. Now, one thing that you have to understand is email marketing is very cost effective. So when it comes to ROI per $1 spent, as you can see at the very bottom of this list, we have banner ads. So for every $1 spent, you're on average going to generate $2 in ROI. Keyword ads, for every $1 spent, you're going to generate $17. Mobile ads, for every $1 spent, $10. Internet display ads, for every $1 spent, $19. SEO, for every $1 spent, $22. Catalogs, for every $1 spent, $7.30. And of course, email marketing ranks at the top. For every $1 spent, you're making $40 in ROI. So it's very cost effective. And everything we do as business owners revolves around building a list. Now, email marketing is very easy to measure. So when we send mass email marketing campaigns out, let's say via SendGrid, for example, we can see the opens, we can see the links clicked, we can see the emails forwarded, the emails bounced, the emails unopened, and the individuals that may have unsubscribed. So it's very simple for us as business owners to split test our offers in real time and really see what our audience actually responds to. Now, I can give you 30 different examples of companies we've really worked with in the past, and we were able to increase their sales by 10 to 20% just by implementing an effective marketing campaign. So if you aren't utilizing this tool, this is the one key ingredient that you need to utilize and learn to optimize now, because everybody else is doing it. So if you're not on it, you're literally being passed by your competitors, so make sure you're on it. Now, this is step one here. So let me walk you through how this entire process works and provide you with some examples of different industries. Now, here's this little demonstration I drew here, and this is how email marketing works. As you can see on the far left in red, we have a little prospect. And then right beside that in orange, we have what we call a sales funnel or a landing page with, of course, a video header and some type of call to action. After that, we have an email in blue. After that, we have a V, which stands for value. And after that, we have a $, which is when we convert and make money. So for every email should be worth $2 to $4 to you. So if you're targeting a solid and you're building a database nonstop, you should be able to generate $2 to $4 per email every single month. Now, whatever that offer may be, that's kind of what we consult and help companies get to, figure out how to really optimize this to where they can generate the most ROI per dollar spent. But on 1,000 emails, if you have a list of about 1,000 people, you should easily be able to generate $2,000 to $4,000 per month in revenue off that database if your targeting is done correctly. Now, 10,000 people on a list, you should easily be able to generate $20,000 to $40,000 per month. Now, what happens is advertisers and marketing agencies come in and they don't quite understand the actual targeting. So that's why it's very important to qualify who you take your advice from, because if you're not targeting the right people and you're building a list with the wrong people and those people aren't really interested in your product, or maybe they were interested in one thing but they're not real hot leads and they're not somebody you want to be selling to, it makes it very difficult to optimize your list for the most ROI. And then $10,000 to generate 10,000 emails to generate $40,000 per month. It's very simple to do, but a lot of people have a lot of trouble with it. Now, here's a actual sales funnel. This is just a basic funnel for a restaurant. And as you can see here, it says claim your free dessert voucher. To help reward our community for eating local, we are excited to give away 50 vouchers for free. For dessert on your next visit. Sign up today so you don't miss out the tasty treat on us. So what's our goal here? Our goal is to collect emails and then give out this voucher to these particular individuals, which of course will get them into our restaurant. They'll of course buy a meal and then they'll get their dessert for free, and we go from there. Now, this is another example we're going to look at from start to finish. This is a company we worked with called Smile Direct. And what these individuals are doing here, they have a before and after of these Invisaligners that you place on your teeth that are a more effective alternative than braces. And as you can see here at the top of the ad, we have the copy requesting them to schedule a 30-minute appointment to get these similar results. Directly after that, we have what we call a survey funnel. And with this particular survey funnel, this is a version of a sales funnel. We'll get more into that later on, but this is a sales funnel, but it's a particular survey funnel. So what we're doing is we're surveying these people. They're coming to this landing page and they're going to see if they're a qualified candidate for our solution to their crooked teeth or whatever they're unhappy with, and we're going to provide that to them. So as you can see here, no matter what they select, everybody's a candidate. Because anybody can use these. So right after they submit this information and they go through this and answer all these questions, all of a sudden they get an email sent directly to them that says, "Congrats, you're a great candidate. Are you ready to get the smile you love? Click this link below and let's get moving. Let's get started." So after this, we get them to a page. They would either purchase, and if they don't purchase, they're put into a different email campaign. But this is kind of how this looks. This is what email automation is. So once this person opts in, as you can see, we go through an entire sequence. So after opt-in, they get information. Then if they do something, they get another set of information. And if they select yes and they do what we want them to, they go into a different set of email automations. However, if they select no, we want to redirect them and optimize our actual automation sequence to get them back on track to wherever it is we want them to be. Now, the second component of this $100 million formula that you have to have in place before you do anything with your business is, of course, the sales funnel. Now, we've talked about it a little bit, but I'm going to go deeper into this subject because this is a serious game changer for any business that's looking to take their revenue to the next level. Now, one core component as a digital marketing, as a digital marketer or just digital marketing in general, the entire industry is, of course, the sales funnel. Now, it may sound odd at first, but literally this one single component can take a business from virtually non-existent and unknown to a multi-million-dollar marketing machine with mass saturation seamlessly overnight. In fact, there are skilled practitioners who have built careers around implementing this single component in their businesses. Now, one of the things I personally specialize in is sales funnels. And the reason why I have put so much of my career and so much time and dedication into mastering this component is the ROI on these funnels with the proper targeting, the proper copy, the proper email automation. You can literally take people in 3, 4, 5 months' time and have a funnel set up to where it's doing 6 figures a month. I mean, it's surreal what you can accomplish with these particular funnels. Now, this is an idea of a sales funnel. Now, how I want you guys to think about this is a sales funnel is just like an exotic car. So let's think about an Audi R8, for example. When it hits the road, it's got fewer doors. It's not, as comfortable. It doesn't have as many seats, but it's good at one thing, and that's grabbing people's attention. So most small businesses have websites, which is, it's a great start to have a website. However, majority of these websites are just like business cards. And just like business cards, we normally give them out in hope that the individual we're giving them to ends up reaching out to us when they need whatever solution we provide. So with a website, we're literally bombarding the viewer with tons of information in hopes that they contact us. Now with a sales funnel, we take control of this entire sales process by collecting information instead of just giving it out. We take their business card, their phone number, their email address, and in return, we provide them with something of value that they're interested in. So every small business needs a sales funnel. And if you aren't utilizing it, you are literally losing a fortune and leaving a fortune on the table. Now, a sales funnel is a marketing term for the journey your potential customer goes through on their way to a purchase. Now, you start with a lot of potential clients who have heard of your product or service or found your ad online, whatever it may be, and then a smaller part of that group may want to learn more. And after that smaller part of that group goes through, an even smaller part actually wants to contact you or wants you to contact them. As this process goes on, we're talking to fewer and fewer people that are more interested until we end up with a few customers who are super qualified, super interested, ready to buy. And if we chart it out, it looks like a funnel. Now, one of the core key components to a sales funnel at the very top of this funnel is step 1, which is the awareness stage. Now, at this stage, the process the prospect really learns about whatever our existing solution is or service. So he might become aware of the problem he has. He might see one of our ads on Facebook, whatever it is. It all starts with a problem. So everybody in this world, there's 7.4 billion people. We all have insecurities. We all have imperfections. Even very successful business owners like myself or some of the clients I work with, we even have imperfections. So we're always looking for solutions. So when you chart it out, literally if 0.2% of the world has the same problem that you solve, this is definitely, you have a big market. You just have to figure out how to monetize on that market. Now, step 2 is the interest stage. And at this stage, the prospect is actively looking for a solution to his problem to achieve whatever desired goal he has. This is when he sees our ad for the first time, an Instagram post, or maybe even a blog post, and he expresses interest in our product or services. He follows on social media, he subscribes to our list, he engages on our post, whatever it may be. Now, the third step is the decision stage. And at this stage, the prospect is making the decision that he wants to take advantage of our solution. He's paying more attention to what we offer. He's going through a sales funnel. He's looking around. He's doing a little due diligence, doing a little research on our company. And then he decides to enter his information into our sales funnel to receive some type of gift, some type of offer that's going to provide him with some type of value when it comes to solving his problems. Now, step 4 of this particular funnel is called the close. And at this stage, the prospect is making the decision that he wants to take advantage of your solution. So he may have made an appointment with your office. He may be paying more attention to what you have to offer and actually purchasing one of your entry-level products online. He opts in, he makes the final decision to purchase, and boom, then we have an online sale. Or he might, decide to schedule an appointment and come into our office for a consultation if we're a cosmetic surgeon, a dentist, whatever it may be. Now, this is a great sales funnel process for, a service-based business like a dentist, a cosmetic surgeon, a consultant, a dealership, etc. As you can see at the top, we have our marketing. This is our prospecting and marketing, our ads on Facebook, SEO, Google PPC, Instagram, YouTube, whatever that channel may be. The next step, of course, we have the pitch made, the offer that we have that provides a solution to that particular demographic, and how we're gonna help them get to wherever they want to be as far as solving that solving that problem. The second stage, we have a demo scheduled, so we actually have an appointment on the books. The stage number 3 is the demo completed. We actually give them the presentation. A lot of dentists, we worked with a really successful dentist that, he was doing a lot of family stuff. He decided he wanted to specialize and only do cosmetic stuff. And what we did with him is he decided to throw this thing together to where he would do the consultation on a Skype call. And he had a very particular process and system behind it, but it worked flawlessly, and they were already sold before they ever came into his office. So when they came into his office, price was negotiated, and then we closed them. So it was a very simple process. This is going to vary based on what your goals are, but this if you're an actual business that has a location, this is a great example for you. Now, let's jump into the numerous types of funnels you can utilize to take your business to the next level. As you can see here, this is what we call an ebook funnel. So what we're doing is we're putting a PDF together of some type of value. So if I'm an internet marketer, it's how to make $6,000 a month with SEO, or how to launch a webinar and have a 7-figure webinar launch, or how to start a consulting business that makes you 7 figures. If I was in the, it just depends on what you're in. If I was in the real estate business, I would say here's a step-by-step guide to wholesaling, and reflipping property to make a profit. Whatever that may be for your particular industry, this is a great offer to get people on your list, get people in, and give some real value away to where you can start building a list at a very cheap price. Now, the second component here is a webinar funnel. Now, this webinar funnel, I'll be completely transparent with you. This is with a prop firm out in New York City, which had about $100 million in revenue. $100 million in assets under management. I worked with these particular people for almost 2 years, and I was actually the CMO for their entire company. They relocated me to Upper East Side Manhattan, and I basically ran the entire marketing from there. But with this particular funnel, this webinar funnel, the great thing about a webinar is There's evergreen webinars and there's live webinars. So what we like to do as marketers is we like to take a webinar to the marketplace live, promote it for a couple weeks, get a bunch of registries, and then check our opt-in rates and our show-up rates. But the cool thing about a webinar is you make a presentation one time. It's just like selling from a stage. So if we're on a stage selling a product and we have 3,000 people in that stage and our conversion rate is 20%, and we're selling a $1,300 product, it's very lucrative because we made the presentation one time, but we made it to a big audience. So what an evergreen webinar is once we figure out what webinar does well, what live webinar does well, we literally automate it to where it's running 24/7, 365. We're in the bed sleeping and this thing is churning. It's making us money. It's closing deals on its own because your sales presentation is built. You go through the close, you give a ton of value, and you set this thing up to where you have your introduction, you have your content, you have your transition, and you have your close, which of course consists of your offer, your price, your bonuses, your guarantee. You kind of cover objections, validate it, reframe it, shatter it, re-engage it, and then you move on to the scarcity. So these webinar funnels are great. I've personally had webinars that literally did 7 figures within a week. If you have a big database, this is definitely a great process for you to use. We also have lead magnets. HBO, for example, they have a 30-day free trial. This is a great lead magnet. It's free. It's bringing people in, and they're getting them on their program. They put their credit card details in. Of course, just like me and many of you, I have all these. I have HBO. I have Stars. I have Showtime. I've purchased all of them. Now, do I watch them all? No, I don't. But the reason why I have them is I signed up for a free trial, and I was too lazy to cancel it. So I've been paying for it for 2 years. So that's a lead magnet. That's how these guys are getting away with it. This is a survey funnel. I showed you this example before. I've used survey funnels in numerous different industries. So what we did in the automotive industry when I was working with Rick Hendricks is it's very simple to sell a test drive. And a lot of people try to sell the car instead of selling the experience and getting somebody into that car to where they get emotionally attached to that car and they like the car. So what we did is we built a survey funnel for a Mercedes dealership, and we had these little icons that had coupe, sedan, SUV, etc. And they would go through a survey. The copy in the ad was like, get the car of your dreams for, $299 or whatever that copy, or it was actually why settle for being average when you were born to stand out? Mercedes Leaps options, $299, whatever it was. And then it brought them to this particular page. And when it brought them to this page, they would go through and select the car that they want. And then at the end, it would schedule a demo that had a particular software I use. It's a calendar software. And it would allow these people to schedule a demo with one of the actual sales representatives to where they were selling the test drive. We were never selling the car. We were selling the experience to get them in the door, and it made the sales process very easy. And it also, this funnel alone, once they got their hands on it and started seeing some results, this is one of those big deals for me to where we implemented it across 40 dealerships. So it's these survey funnels are definitely effective. They do work. And you should definitely utilize them. Now, you can't underestimate the power of free. That's what a lot of people do. So as you can see here in this particular funnel, get your free list of luxury rent-to-own homes here. No credit checks, no banks, etc. This is a great funnel for a real estate agent. This is a great funnel for somebody who's looking to get properties, list properties, whatever it may be. This is how you build a list. So this is something you can definitely implement into your business. It's not very complicated to do. Another component here is this is a free spinal exam and a free chiropractor adjustment. This is a great lead generation for a chiropractor. Now, this is a service-based business. It's not quite a online business, but we can do this with anything. So free, 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 free. You want to give value, give tons of value. So you got to think of marketing like boxing. You throw a hook, you duck a bit, and then you throw a jab and ask for the sell. And that's what most business owners aren't doing. They're trying to make a sell on their first ad campaign instead of actually giving value to their audience, bringing their audience into their list and then dripping valuable content on them to where they trust us, and then upselling them on the next product, upselling them on the next product, and then upselling them on the next product. That's how you monetize a list, and that's how you make real money in this game and keep your clients excited and keep solving their problems. Now, we've been through the sales funnel, we've been through the email marketing aspect of it, and once we have these sequences constructed and really start implementing them, these are the two components that we must have before we move prior to anything. So once we do have this, what's left? We need traffic. We need massive amounts of traffic to run through these funnels. So the first thing I recommend when it comes to traffic, which is now the third step of the $100 million marketing formula, is of course Facebook ads. Now, if you've previously used this platform and you didn't have massive results, or you used an agency who didn't provide you the ROI you wanted, they weren't using it properly, or you weren't using it properly, and here's why. Facebook is the most lucrative platform when it comes to advertising your business. It's the best place to start. This thing's virtually a hybrid. And when it comes to just launching off and starting, whether you're a restaurant, whether you're launching a book, a product, a movie, whatever it may be, this is by far the best platform. And I have made millions upon millions of dollars just setting up ads with sales funnels, email automation, and Facebook alone. And that's not even going to give you the rest. That's not including Instagram, SEO, PPC. Just those three components alone will make you thrive if you master them. Now, another key component here is Facebook has over 2 billion monthly active users. 8 people sign up for it every second. And Facebook boasted 22% of worldwide internet advertising revenue in 2017 alone. Facebook users also watch a collective 4 billion videos per day. So now it's a little bit more expensive to advertise on YouTube. However, tons of videos are being watched every single day on Facebook. As far as CPCs, cost per clicks, you can utilize this platform and get very, very low cost per clicks, tons of impressions on your videos, and tons of actual engagement, and of course call to actions if you're trying to push them to a landing page. So it's a very, very effective platform. Now, if you master this one component, your business will prevail. There's no question about it, but you have to implement it, and you have to quit procrastinating, because eventually we don't know what the next thing is. Marketing is just like medicine. It's constantly evolving. It's constantly adjusting. I've seen so many things change over the year, and it's my job. This is what I do full time, so I'm in it 24/7. But you have to stick with it, and you have to implement it. You can't do it next month, next year, next week. None of that matters. It's about what you're doing now. So everything you want as a business owner is literally on the other side of Facebook Business Ads Manager on Facebook. So start utilizing it. Now, a great example a couple years back, this is for a service-based business, but I do want you to give you this example so you have some transparency. A good friend of mine, Guillermo, he opened up a restaurant. And this particular restaurant was in a town called Roanoke, Virginia. And he had put up over $120,000 in renovations. I mean, we're talking kitchen supplies, tables. This place was flawless. It was absolutely beautiful. Mr. Guillermo, he was left with a gorgeous restaurant, but he had no customers. And we were really limited to the actual ad costs we could put in, because he fronted all of his funds to get this place open, and he didn't think he would ever have any issues getting customers in the door. So what I did was I targeted local hospital doctors. There was a doctor's office right up the street called Carilion. And I targeted these particular doctors, event coordinators, and just different people that were on staff within that particular organization. And within 30 days, we had numerous customers coming in from the hospital. Guillermo mentioned that he overheard one of the doctors talking about a board meeting on the following Tuesday. So what we decided to do is I put up a bunch of catering ads, threw them all over Facebook, and targeted Carilion. And of course, we missed that particular catering day. But the next catering day, they contacted us. And this doctor loved our food. They loved everything we did. And we literally blew this business up and fronted our ad spend off catering for this particular hospital. And it allowed us to bootstrap and provide the revenue to get all the people in our door. So, it's definitely effective. You can target based on demographic. You can target based on income, age, gender, behaviors, buying patterns, whether they buy online, whether they don't, whether they're international frequent travelers, whether they're frequent travelers in general. You can also base it off of pages they like. So if I'm looking for a higher income person, I'm going to look for, of course, they have to be an online buyer. They have to purchase a lot of things online. They have to like luxury pages. They have to be a frequent international traveler, or they have to be a frequent traveler because most people who are traveling a lot, they have a higher income. So there's a lot that goes into this, but it's very important to understand. So now you know what's possible with Facebook advertising. If you aren't utilizing this platform to scale your business, you're literally leaving a fortune on the table with no questions asked. I would recommend partnering with a firm that specializes in Facebook advertising. And feel free to reach out. We have an entire team dedicated to Facebook. So if you have any questions, we completely be open to answering those questions for you and kind of giving you a real idea or direction that you need to go in to get your business to where you need to have it. Now, the second component here is our promotional strategies, which is the fourth component technically of the $100 million formula is Instagram. Now, Instagram has over 600 million active users. There's more people on Instagram than there is in the world, 16 billion to be exact. Now, 47% access this platform via their mobile device. There's literally a reason why Fortune 500 companies are dumping millions upon millions into this platform, and that's because it is a great tool for brand exposure to get out there, to get people to engage, etc., etc. So if you're not using it, you need to start. Now, I know we've all seen on Instagram, I've been on Instagram, we've all seen all these girls with these large followings, and we always wonder, all they do is take pictures in bathing suits. How do they make money? I mean, we've seen the girls post pictures, they're traveling the world, they're having a great time, and what they really understand is, marketing is attention, and whoever has the most attention, they win. So if you look up Lacey Summers, for example, she was paid $2,000 by a company just to eat a cheeseburger in a bathing suit at one of their locations. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm sharing this with you or why I'm even talking about these Instagram models. And the point is, if Miss Lacey Summers can make $500,000 a year taking selfies and eating cheeseburgers, I'm sure you can leverage this platform to attract customers into your business. Plus, it's free. So if you're not using it, start. The fourth component here is, of course, Twitter. Twitter has over 288 million monthly active users. 80% of them access this platform via their mobile devices. Seems like a trend, huh? Yeah. Mobile is very important, so don't neglect it. Now, successful Twitter marketing is a powerful tool. If you can become a pro with this fast-paced social networking site, you'll unlock new opportunities to grow your business online with no questions asked. Ways to utilize Twitter for your business. 1 is sharing information and content. 2, driving engagement from promotional activities. 3, interacting with your customers. 4, networking. 5, branding. 6, reputation management. And 7, PR opportunities. I cannot stress how great this platform is for PR opportunities and actual reputation management. I know some companies that literally use this for their customer support. Like every aspect of their customer support, customer feedback is done off of Twitter. So it's a very important platform. You want to leverage it as well. Now, I'm not pro Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump, but the one thing I will say about Mr. Trump is he's very smart when it comes to leveraging Twitter. I mean, let's be honest here. Elections are built around what? Marketing. So all you're doing is, let's get as much attention as we possibly can. Let's convey our message to the masses in hopes to persuade the masses to vote for us. That is practically the definition of marketing. Now, Twitter is a powerhouse of opportunities for every stage of your content strategy. There's a reason so many companies invest most of their social resources here. So it's very important. You need to start utilizing it. Now, Snapchat, this is not going to work for everybody. I'm going to be completely transparent with you. This is something that's evolving. It's very innovative. It does work. And if you're looking to, target women or you're looking to reach a younger demographic, it's a great tool. So Snapchat has over 161 million daily active users. Yes, I said daily. There's over 400 million snaps sent out a day. 20% of all iPhone owners have a Snapchat, and 70% of all those users are women. So brands like Taco Bell, HBO, the New Orleans Saints are utilizing this tool to reach a younger demographic. Now, I don't know if you guys seen in 2016, McDonald's actually gave their managers a $3 raise if they were willing to use their personal phone and Snapchat their day-to-day work in a McDonald's facility. So, companies like this are trying to use this platform to reach a younger demographic. It works. You can utilize it too. But if you're not looking for a younger demographic, there's plenty of other mediums here to use. Now, the fifth component I want to talk about as far as promotional strategies is, of course, YouTube. Now, me personally, I don't watch much TV anymore. I spend majority of my time on YouTube. I mean, what's not to love? We got free music. We can purchase our favorite TV shows and movies on demand, follow the individuals we enjoy following from the comfort of our home and never have to leave that home, and the content is on demand by click when we want it. It's not like cable TV. My generation does not care about when a program's coming on. We want it then, now, quick, in a hurry, in discussion. So what we have to understand is this is what today is evolving to. People want content now. They don't want to wait. So this is a very powerful platform when it comes to conveying our brand's message. It's more of a long-term marketing strategy, a long-term median for our marketing message. So when we have a marketing message to get out, YouTube's really our solution. Plus, the results you can get with retargeting campaigns on Facebook and Google, it's truly surreal. We'll jump into that later, but this is a very effective component. Now, YouTube has over 1 billion users, 300 hours of video are uploaded every minute. Over 5 billion videos are watched every single day. Plus, YouTube receives over 30 million visits per day. So if you're not using the platform, a lot of your prospects are right there. Now, I don't know if you guys ever heard of the guy named Peter Pie. He's a guy who literally plays video games in his home, and he records his day-to-day life on YouTube in a vlog series. You may be thinking it sounds pretty stupid, but this guy has mastered this platform. He's stayed consistent. He posts content, and he earned $7.4 million last year just from his ad views and actual ad revenue. So the guy's absolutely killing it, but he's mastered this platform. Now, the seventh component when it comes to the promotional strategies, of course, SEO, which stands for Search Engine Optimization. Search Engine Optimization, or SEO in short, is a set of rules that can be followed by a website or blog owners to optimize their websites for search engines and thus improve search engine rankings. Now, the majority of search engine users are more likely to click on the top 5 suggestions in the results page, SERPs. So to take advantage of this and gain visitors to your website or attract customers to your online store, you want to be in the top positions. Now, a lot of the times, the top positions, if it says paid, those are PPC. That's paid per click. That's Google AdWords. So those people are being paid there. But what we have to understand is literally 60% of people never scroll below that fold. So even if we're showed up organically, the 7th spot on the front page of Google, on the first page, it would still be more effective to be paying PPC. So I like to mix it up both, have good organic ranking and good paid ranking to where the backlinks are set up and we're completely optimized. However, SEO combined with Google AdWords is by far the most effective and rewarding formula when it comes to search engine domination. So I specialize in both. It's something I'm very big on. So if you're a consulting client of mine, majority of my clients understand that we build this process out month by month. This is something we do at the end to kind of optimize the entire process, but it's very effective. It works. It does well, and you definitely need to implement these 2 components into your business. Now, the next component we're going to jump into right now is called Google AdWords. This is what I was talking about, PPC, paid per click. Now, there's display ads, there's different things, but I'm going to kind of dive into this and give you a little bit of a comprehensive overview to where you can understand this aspect and make sure you're implementing it in your business. Now, Google AdWords is the online advertising platform owned and operated by Google. AdWords is also one of the largest and most widely used online advertising networks in the world. And millions of businesses advertise online using AdWords to reach new customers and, of course, grow their businesses. Now, advertisers who choose to use Google AdWords, they can target across 2 main networks. You have Search Network, And then we have display network. Now, the search network refers to paid per click, which is, of course, PPC advertising. And this is where advertisers bid on keywords that are relevant to their business, and they have chances to display their advertisements to users who enter those keywords into Google. So, restaurant in Las Vegas, Nevada. People are bidding for that. They're taking those keywords and they're trying to outbid each other to rank highest on Google's front page. Now, when it comes to these search queries, paid per click advertising is known as paid search. This is the most popular and the most effective, in my opinion. The 10 steps to using Google AdWords that you have to understand before you even jump into this. 1, you have to establish your account goals. 2, you need to determine your ideal audience. So you have to know your demographics. That may take split testing, that may take a little optimization, but you need to figure out what your ideal audience is. You need to conduct your keyword research. You need to set your budgets and bids. You need to structure your account properly. You need to create killer ads with optimized copy that conveys your brand's message or whatever you're looking to get from that particular prospect. You need to push traffic and actually optimize that traffic by pushing them into a sales funnel to where we can actually get some information for providing them with something. 8, you need to implement conversion tracking to where you can track these individuals. 9, you need to grow and scale a remarketing list. And 10, you need to run routine optimization every 90 days. So majority of my clients know I manage all these aspects. So we optimize every single month, whether that's Facebook, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Majority of my clients, we're using all of them all at the same time. So every month we're optimizing, getting better and better and better to get our clients the most ROI for their marketing buck. Now, we recommend combining Google paid per click ads and optimizing retargeted campaigns as well with SEO, as I mentioned before. With these components, you can literally dominate search engine rankings with no questions asked, as long as you set them up and implement them properly. Now, another key component here, number 6, is website optimization. This is very important. We already spoke about how critical mobile advertising was. As of March of 2017, 80% of all websites were mobile adaptive, aka mobile optimized. So if your site's not mobile optimized and it doesn't look gorgeous mobily, you're definitely behind the game, and it's something you need to get caught up with. Marketers and advertisers are literally investing heavy in mobile, which means most likely so is your competition. So 51% of all digital ad budgets in 2017 were spent on mobile. So it's very important you get this side of it figured out, you get it set up properly, and everything you do, whether it's your sales funnels, whether it's your websites, everything must be optimized for mobile because everybody is on their phones. Now, your website's a reflection of who you are. So it needs to be presentable, it needs to be intriguing, it needs to be optimized for mobile, and it needs to have the proper call to actions. I cannot stress to you how many companies I go into that have these beautiful, astonishing sites that do nothing. They're just flashy business cards. We need to implement those sales funnels I mentioned, those surveys, those quizzes, those free resources, those ebooks, those webinars, those survey funnels. Those need to be a part of our website to where our website's actually doing something for us instead of just throwing information at a viewer and hoping that they reach out to us for their solution, because there's too much competition now. And if your competitors are really implementing what I'm teaching you here and you're not, that's why they're doing as well as they're doing. So let's go back to the formula here, and I want to walk you through everything we went through. 1 was Facebook marketing. 2 was Instagram marketing. 3 was Twitter marketing. 4, we have YouTube marketing. 5, we have Snapchat marketing. 6 was email marketing. 7 was website optimization. 8 was organic search engine optimization. 9 was Google AdWords. 10 was optimized sales funnels. And 11, let's be real, you're going to need a killer team to build and execute this formula correctly. Not everybody's a marketer. Not everybody's a doctor. If I need an expert and I'm feeling sick, I go to a doctor because that is his full-time job. That's what he's put the work in. That's what he's practiced. That's what he's majored in. And that's what he's there to do for me. If you're in the restaurant business, you're there to be a restaurant, serve clients, provide people with the proper food, and make sure your operation is set up day to day and optimized to where you can get the most dollar for your buck, as in what's going on with your operation. It's not your goal or your job to focus on implementing a marketing campaign that's effective. That's why you have people that do this their entire lives, like me. That's what we try to provide. That's what we help people with, because you're the business owner. That's what you're supposed to be doing, is focusing on your business. Now, the information of this formula is really only 30% of the $100 million formula. 80% of this is the proper implementation. Now, you have the formula, you understand what it is. You got really two options here. You can figure out the 4-digit code, which we all know there's over 10,000 possible combinations to a 4-digit code lock, or you can do it the easy way and just unlock the code today and get the results immediately. Now, if you're someone who's ready to take their business to the next level and you're ready for the combination, I'm going to give you a chance to receive it right now. But before I do, I want you to understand who this is for. This is for business owners who are experts in their practice who are looking to take their business to the next level. Now, these business owners are typically service-based businesses. We're talking about restaurants, gyms, nightclubs, bars, dentists, cosmetic surgeons, automotive, marine or motorcycle dealerships, automotive repair facilities, car washes, real estate brokers or agents, home builders, contractors, etc. So if you are a service-based business, then this is definitely for you. Now, this is for people who know they are good at what they do, and they truly believe that they can dominate their marketplaces instead of competing within them and generate 7, 8, or even 9 figures in gross revenue annually. Now, this is also for people who are willing to have some skin in the game and understand that they need to invest in their business in order to scale their business. And what I mean by this is I'm going to give 20 of you a very rare opportunity. So what I'm going to do for the first 20 individuals who take action right now and click the button below, I'm going to allow these 20 individuals to have the opportunity to book a personal marketing strategy session with me directly. Now, this marketing strategy session is going to take around 30 minutes to an hour, and you're going to be speaking to me personally. I'm going to be helping you identify what you already have in your business and helping you put together a marketing strategy to dramatically grow your business by 2x, 3x, and possibly even 4x with complete predictability down to the dollar and the day. Now, the entire goal with this marketing strategy session is about one thing, and that's helping you, the business owner, put together a plan to grow your business that you can then implement into your business. Now, you're going to receive an insanely valuable marketing strategy session, and after this particular call, you're going to walk away with a newfound clarity as to where you are right now and what's holding you back from achieving the results you want. Next, we're going to determine the steps necessary to take action and break through your barriers to get you to exactly where you want to go. This is more than likely going to be the most valuable 30 minutes to an hour that you invest in your business this entire year, but I do want to be completely transparent about this. This is not something I normally do, so it is first come, first serve. I normally charge $1,000 for a 1-hour strategy session with me directly, but today I'm going to allow 20 of you to book one with me for only $97. Now, the reason why I'm not giving this away for free is, one, I do not feel like giving away hundreds of complimentary strategy sessions for completely free. There's over 400 of you on this particular webinar today, and it would be a complete burden for me to do this for everybody. So what I really want to do is I want to separate the committed individuals on today's webinar from the individuals who aren't committed. So if you're committed to your business, you'll do whatever it takes to make it happen and scale your business. So if $97 is a problem, then this is definitely not for you. Now, as we all know, everyone claims they want to be successful, but most people aren't willing to take action when action is required. So action, to me, is what separates the committed from the non-committed. So if you're committed, then this offer is definitely for you, and this marketing strategy will definitely help you to get to where you want to go. Now, if you're not committed to growing your business, please don't even waste my time and don't waste yours. Leave this opportunity for someone who actually is, so they can get the most valuable out of their strategy session, because let's be real. If I'm more committed to your future, your goals, your ambitions, and the future of your company than you are, nothing I'm going to do is going to be able to help you, because you're not willing to put in the time and do whatever it takes to scale your business. But if you're committed to growing your business, I want you to go ahead and click the button below and schedule a call directly with me as soon as possible. Now, once I receive your appointment, this is how this whole process is going to work. You're going to receive a few reminders via email regarding your marketing strategy session as the appointment date gets closer. But listen, it's very important you are on time for this particular appointment. So if you're going ahead and you're going through the process right now, go ahead and book a time and date that works for you. But as soon as you book it, pull out your calendar and go ahead and write Dakota Burford at Lux Fonny Marketing Solutions Strategy Session, and then write a $ and $1 million beside it, because that's what this call is going to be worth to you. Now, again, this is extremely limited because of the intense one-on-one time needed in order to provide you with a valuable marketing strategy session and, of course, results. So I do want to ask you a question here. If you knew with complete certainty I could hang an extra 6, 7, or even 8 figures on your board this year, just like I've done for hundreds of other individuals, do you think it would be a smart investment right now to trade $97 in an hour phone call to do that? Of course you would. So go ahead and click the button below and schedule your marketing strategy session with me directly while spots are still available. Now, I'm going to pull up and see how many people have signed up here in just a second. But if you notice, once 20 individuals have signed up for the marketing strategy session, you're going to see that you're going to be redirected to my website over at www.luxfonnymarketing.com. So if you get redirected to my website, that means all 20 strategy sessions are currently taken. And if you're still interested in, having a marketing strategy session with me personally, you can request that on my website. However, it will be $1,000. So as I'm looking now, there's 11 strategy sessions so far that have been taken. I'm going to give it another 60 minutes for you guys to go ahead and another 60 seconds for you guys to go ahead and sign up. So again, there's now 13's been taken, 14. So yeah, if you're interested in going ahead and having this done and really growing your business, go ahead and click that. I'm sure some of you guys are already clicking it. You're just probably entering your details in. But with that being said, I want to go ahead and congratulate all the individuals who did sign up, who are committed to growing their business. I look forward to speaking with you on our marketing strategy session. If you get blocked out, again, just head over to my website. And if you're still interested, even at $1,000, this is a very valuable call. And I do want to be completely frank with you guys. If we get on a call together, and of course we get in 60 minutes, and we haven't exactly broke down your business and kind of got you a plan that you can then implement, I'm completely up for spending an extra hour or so with you guys if that needs to be done. So like I said, I'm not going to charge you extra for that or anything else. So if you want to go ahead and book one, go ahead and book one. If not, no worries. I look forward to working with the guys who have. So with that being said, it looks like we're all filled up for the day. So if you want to head over to my website, you can, but if not, it's all good. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to contact me at dakota@luxfonnymarketing.com or visit my website at www.luxfonnymarketing.com. I look forward to speaking to the 20 of you who are committed to growing your business, and I look forward to working with you on our up and coming strategy session. I hope you guys enjoyed this particular webinar, and I hope you have a wonderful day. If you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to reach out to me. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.